Okay, we are going to give this another try. I apologize. For whatever reason, when I'm in a certain part of my driveway, the signal always dies. So we'll try to keep this one going. But anyhow, I will pick up again here with the 2023 GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate. This is a new trim for 2023. So this is the new range topping model. Yukons are expensive. They also come in an extended wheelbase, or I should say longer version called the XL, which affords about 20 more cubic feet of cargo room behind the third row. And there's also more rear leg room in that model as well. But anyhow, I drove this home from the New York Auto Show when I was down for press preview days last week. Took the train down and then drove this home, and it was absolutely brilliant. It's my last day with it today. So I thought I'd give you a quick look at this. So this has special dark chrome accents, these special 22-inch wheels, which I think look kind of busy. And this is a new color for 2023 called Titanium Rush Metallic. And that is a premium paint choice. And then the grille gets its own unique treatment, again with this dark chrome look. They say there are over 10,000 reflective surfaces in this grille, according to the GMC press release. And it's a sharp looker. You know, personally, I kind of like the off-road look of the AT4 trim, but this is really, really well done. It rides on an air suspension 4-corner. It has the magnetic ride control shocks, which are a GM staple on their premium models, which always do a really, really great job. So this thing rides like an absolute dream. It's fitted with the big 6.2 liter V8 as standard with 4-wheel drive, but you can also spec it with the 3-liter diesel engine, about a 26-gallon tank. So anyhow, shall we take a look inside? So you've got the power deployable running boards, as you can see here. And then this leather is super soft. It's beautiful. They call this Alpine Umber. And it's got beautiful stitching, very, very high end. Nothing cheesy about this whatsoever. The topographical mapping of Mount Denali, the Ultimate badges, the real metal speaker grills for the, I believe it's a 17 speaker Bose Performance Series audio system, which is excellent. So let's start her up, and hopefully we don't lose connection when we do this. I un-Bluetoothed my phone. Look at these cool graphics and animations. It's really, really well done. As a matter of fact, it had me thinking about the Range Rover that I drove earlier this year. And I find this interior design to be much more upscale, actually. Easier to use, more versatile. And you've got also this really nice wood grain here, again with that topographical map etched into it from Mount Denali with the coordinates there. Just really nice touches like this. It feels like a nearly $100,000 SUV, and it is. This one stickers for about $99,500 with the $2,200 Super Cruise option. Don't skip it. It's amazing. Super Cruise is General Motors hands-free driving technology, and I used it on the way home. I've been using it even here locally off the highway. So they've expanded the mapping with it, and it now works on certain 2-lane roads as well. So not just on the highway, and it's brilliant. It handles construction zones. It handles incoming traffic. It handles lane changes for you. It's a brilliant system. It's $2,200. It also works with trailering, and they're expanding the mapping of it. So it's really wonderful. If you just want to kind of sit here and well, let your mind wander just a little bit. Of course, you still have to keep an eye on the road. But as you can see, you know, we were averaging a little over 20 miles per gallon on the highway. But again, it's rated at 16 in combined driving. The air suspension can be raised and lowered over here. It does that automatically upon exit so that you can get in and out more easily. It has a 2-wheel drive setting. It's got the 4 high, the 4 low, so it's got a 2-speed transfer case and the all-important auto setting for the 4-wheel drive system right here. So it's got everything you would need in that regard. It's got a great camera system with an external button over here. The head-up display is really nice, although there's no way you're going to be able to see that here. But it's very large. And this system, which has Google built in, which means basically there's all the Google stuff on here, including the mapping and the Google Assistant and so forth, is it's a good system. It's solid. I kind of preferred the old GM system before Google started to take over the world, but it's really easy to use, especially when compared to again, let's talk about like Land Rover's Pivi Pro system. This is far superior in every way. Down here, you've got your wireless charge pad for your phone, hidden under this little compartment here. A couple of cup holders there. This has the equivalent of the Lexus Climate Concierge stuff. So when you get in and it's cold outside, your heated seat automatically activates, the heated steering wheel automatically activates. Of course, you've got climate controls out back, and you've got your digital camera mirror up here. Got the big pano roof, a nicely sized center console, and this leather is nice. It is really, really nice. So let's take a look in the back. This one comes standard with the rear seat entertainment system. And as you can see, you have access to the streaming services. You can log in, YouTube Kids, YouTube, Hulu. You've got the headsets. Lots of room, of course. It's a Yukon after all. You've got your own climate controls back here. You've got mixed use USB ports. And then you have the walkthrough here to the 3rd row. And the 3rd row in this is excellent. You may recall that GM redesigned all of its full-size SUVs back in the 2021 model year. And when suspension, so there's less intrusion into the back, so that when you sit in the rear, which I will do now, your knees are no longer up around your neck. You're just sitting like a normal person. And there's lots of room here. These seats ahead of me slide fore and aft, so you know, if you can work out a deal with those folks, you could even get more. But there's plenty of room back here. It's an excellent 3rd row. No problems whatsoever for kids, adults, whatever you're going to do back here. And then again, like I said before, if you need additional leg room, like another inch or two, and if you need another 20 cubic feet or so of cargo room behind these seats, there is the Yukon XL Denali Ultimate, and that's gonna have about a $3,000 premium on it. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Gorgeous, gorgeous interior, super quiet. The ride in this is really soft. It's got a soft squishiness to it, like it's riding on air. The only thing about that is that on back roads, on curvy back roads, it feels a little big, a little less graceful, perhaps, you know, a little, I don't want to say sloppy, because there's a sport mode that kind of buttons things down, but it's not one of those sport SUVs by any means. So, $99,500. Woo! That's a big price. And I'm not sure if you would actually pay sticker for one of these, or perhaps maybe a little over if you really wanted one. And again, I guess if you have that kind of money, maybe you're willing to pay a little more. So yeah, I'll take a look at the cargo room before we leave. This also has the option of opening just the glass here, or the entire hatch. Yeah, it's got a nice little rumble. You know, they do sell sport exhaust for this. I believe they're dealer installed options. You want a little more rumble from your 6.2. And of course, all of the seats can be manipulated via switches back here. I mean, they didn't skimp. In other words, this thing has just about everything you could possibly want. And it's super easy to drive. It's super comfortable. It's really quiet. Yeah, it's really well done, as is all of their big SUVs like Tahoe, Suburban, Escalade, Yukon. GM did a great job, and I believe the refresh is scheduled for 2024. And then I believe a full redesign would probably be sometime around 2027. I have no idea what their plans are as far as electrification goes for these big guys, but if they can put batteries in Hummers and stuff, I'm sure that's what's next here. So yeah, this is again the 2023 GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate standard four-wheel drive in the new titanium rush metallic paint with Super Cruise, $99,500. So it's not gonna come cheap, but I want one. And then, by the way, we won't get into this too much, but the other vehicle I'm driving this week is the new electrified GV70 from Genesis. So this is here until Thursday. Maybe we'll do another video on this at some point, but that's very nice too. So anyway, hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking out the vids. Thanks for stopping in this morning, and or maybe checking this out later on the channel. And we'll